Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Love Above All with Brandis, where my mission is to help you love yourself, know yourself, and share yourself with others in your own authentic way for God's purpose. We are on episode number 4 today, and I'm going to continue with the series of how to live life like you are alive for as long as I feel inspired to do so. And the title of today is called Know Thyself. So for those of you that have not seen the prior episodes, I would encourage you to go ahead and click the links below that will bring you to those episodes in order for you to kind of catch up and just understand how this all connects and kind of melds together. So if I go back to our last episode, those of you that watched episode 3, it was Letting Yourself Be Loved. And it was in that episode that I shared with you how a very dear spiritual teacher, friend of mine, had told me something in a new way that I really hadn't heard before about there being a deep place inside of myself that was bigger than any pain or trauma that I had experienced in the past, and that I had to find it. No one could really necessarily show it to me. It had to be a revelation, something that occurred inside of my heart. And I really believed that I would find that place, and I definitely believe that in my time of feeling very low in 2010, that place came to be. I was able to find it with Jesus' help, but I was able to get there. One thing that always kind of helps me, or a verse that I really like a lot, is from 1 Corinthians 3:16, and this verse states, "Know ye not," and it's from the King James Version, it says, "Know ye not that ye are the temple of God, and that the Spirit of God dwelleth in you?" So that was always very encouraging to me, because it was very new to me to go inside as opposed to trying to get all of my love from outside things. Really going inside, knowing that there was something special, some type of unconditional love that was inside of me, that was my power in order for me to be able to operate in the world. So where I am today, as far as knowing thyself, is at a place where I'm very aware. There's an awareness of what my mask is and the characteristics of my mask, whether it's fear and anxiety, stress, sadness, perfectionism, whatever it may be. I'm very thankful to have that awareness, to almost be an observer and to be aware of those emotions, to not be identified with them, to kind of have them just be present when they pop up, because they never go away completely. But like I said in the last episode, we have a choice. We always have a choice. We can go ahead and we can stay attached to our mask and all of those things that pop up, and we can operate out of that same pain and then add pain to others, or we can go ahead and we can operate from the love space where the Holy Spirit lives, that is unconditional love, that is all accepting, that lets you make mistakes and helps correct you and enables you to love others and lead a very peaceful life. We were able to go there instead of attaching to that other place. So right now, another very important thing that I learned is that I do not have to be upset or mad or ashamed of these parts of me that pop up. What I do nowadays is I will ask, if anxiety and fear pops up, I will ask, what is it here to teach me? I will try to figure that out. If I am able to figure it out, fine. If not, I don't waste, a gazillion minutes of my day trying to really figure out what it is there for. I just let it flow through me. I let it go to that love space. I let it be absorbed by that unconditional love. And it kind of goes there until it pops up again, which it definitely will. But I don't have to obsess and be consumed and be controlled by those parts of my mask that pop up again. So I hope that's something that you can try to do too, just to try to let it be absorbed in that love space, right there inside of you where it exists. So those are the things that I have learned thus far. I'd like to share something with you that is pretty special to me. It's something that I wrote 2 years ago at my lowest point, and it's when my spirit was really starting to awaken. It was really starting to lead me to freedom and to not being so identified with my mind and my thoughts and my mask, and to be more at peace with myself and with my heart and with what is true. So I'm going to read this to you. This is something that I wrote in my journal. Like I said, I think journaling is awesome. I can't be more of an advocate for that. If that's not your thing, there's other things out there in order to let stuff go and to kind of get your stuff out. But if you are into journaling, or if it's something that appeals to you, I definitely have you try it, because it is in those moments of journaling where the wisest things come out of me. I feel like they're not even really from me. I feel like they're from a way deeper place, and I receive a lot of counsel. I do feel like that Spirit of God that lives inside of me is able to counsel me through my own writing, because that's my deepest truth, and it's the deepest truth that I lean on. So I want to go ahead and share this with you. Please take what you can from it, discard the rest. I only want what will help you to help you. And if you have to listen to this a couple times, what I'm reading, just to kind of have certain things sink in, then, feel free to do so. But I hope that this gives you a better picture of, what that union is like with you and God inside of yourself, and living that out daily. So I will go ahead and begin here. Okay, and this is titled, and this is something that I wrote back in October 2010, and it is called Knowing Thyself. It is being able to keep your emotions and spirit intact at all times, knowing when you are wrong and knowing when you are right. Wisdom and love, the most important thing. It is having the ability to consult your inner voice for guidance at all times, even in times and especially in times of conflict. Knowing that who you are is enough, and knowing that no external forces can break you or make you do things that you do not want to do. When you are truly present, your mind-thought connection dissipates. The overanalyzing stops. You can eat food and not do it unconsciously. Your spirit will tell you when you need to stop. You will be doing it intuitively. When you are truly connected and at home, you can be having an argument or disagreement, and you can check within and get the words necessary to proceed with love. When you are truly one with self, you are not scared to do things by yourself. You do not need company because you are at peace with being with yourself. When you are one with self, the one that is only love, you will not judge your outside self or anyone else. You will love, love, love you and them. When you are one with self, you will no longer fight and flight, but will check in with self in order to become grounded once again. One with self is the relationship that you have with the Holy Spirit, which is Jesus and which is God. Therefore, God is within you. When you have pain and suffering, it is a call to wake up and become one with the Holy Spirit again. When you are one with self, you do not need validation or acceptance or love from anyone else but the Holy Spirit, which is Jesus, which is God, which is that presence that lives inside of you. When you are one with self, you must look inward, not outward, to get love and acceptance. When you are one with self, you will feel safe, secure, loved, and accepted. When you are one with self, you can love outwardly more because peace lies within. When you are one with self, you have a place to rest. When you are one with self, you do not have to convince anyone else of your beliefs. When my soul becomes stronger, my stomach becomes stronger. When my soul becomes stronger, or when I align myself consistently with the Holy Spirit, I will be able to control my thoughts and my ego. I will be able to only let love in my life. I must be anchored to my soul. So that's something that I wrote. That's something that I read back on every now and then in order to just, kind of further remind me what it is meant to be in union with the holy presence that is inside of me. And that's helpful. It's helpful to keep me grounded. So I want to leave you today with a question, and that question is, what does it mean to you in a spiritual sense? What does it mean for you to know yourself? What does that include? How do you deal with it? What is that knowing that resides in you? If that makes any sense, you can go ahead and kind of think about that. And the other thing I want to to challenge you on is, the next couple days, try it for a week. But when things pop up, when your mask pops up, when emotions pop up that you really don't like or you don't want to be there, try not to shame them, try not to overanalyze them and just go crazy trying to figure out why they're there or put any type of, hate language towards them. Try to just really meet them with love. Try to ask what they're there to teach you. Be thankful that those emotions are present because they are waking you up to let you know that you need to go back to God, that you need to make that connection once again. And let them just flow through you. Let them fall into that unconditional love space that lives inside of you. And just keep on being committed to growing and not letting those emotions and characteristics and your mask, not letting it control you and rule your life and dictate who you're supposed to be, because there's somebody greater that's living on the inside of you that it will enable you always to be just your highest self and your most productive self and your most loving self that always exists, that's always there. So until next time, I just want to say God bless you, and I hope you can take even the smallest bit of information away from what I said today. And I just pray that you continue to work towards loving yourself, knowing yourself, and not being ashamed to share who you are with everyone around you for God's purpose. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.